Welcome back, artists. We're on value number 8, and today we're going to use value in a way that kind of creates texture. It also creates depth, and you can do this inside of a square like we've done in the past, or you can find somewhere on your image that you want to look like has texture underneath, or just do it randomly without any box. It's absolutely fine. I'm going to actually put it under my monster here because I tried to make my cones look like it's part of my monster drawing. So what I want to do is I'm going to make 4 random lines, and my lines are going to go behind my monster here. And these are just like curved. They can be angular. It doesn't really matter. It'll be more interesting if I make them different lengths. And they can be different widths apart. It really doesn't matter. So I've made 4 lines there. And what I want to do is I'm going to start from this top line, and I'm going to make it dark close to the line, and then let it fade out as it goes away from it. If I want to use my finger to smooth that out, I can. If you have you can use a rolled up piece of paper. If you have what's called a tortillion, which is this thing, it's a paper stump, a paper blender. They're called all kinds of things. You can use these to make it really smooth. That's up to you. If you'd like one while you're working on this, just ask me and I'll be happy to give you one. I have several of them. And then what I'm going to do is on the front side of this, I want to leave this lighter and just do the same thing. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm practicing going from light to dark in a very small amount of space. And you'll see what happens as I work through this. It's my picture. And let me encourage you guys, as you're working on your artwork, one of the main things I see students struggle with is dark values. They're afraid that they're going to make something too dark. And I get it. I was the same way. And it is a quick way to ruin a work of art if you overdo it. But you'll never learn to do it unless you dive in and try it. So something like this is a really good place to try using some darker values because you're not going to mess this up. I mean, it's just a warm up. So you don't need to worry about it ending up perfect. So I'm going to try it on this one. I'm going to make my dark value really dark where it's down at the bottom. And you'll see what happens whenever it's real dark like that. It ends up creating a more dynamic feel, which is not always a good thing, but sometimes it's a really good thing. It'll really add some depth. All I'm doing here is I'm starting out with lots of pressure, and as I go up towards the previous line, I'm letting off pressure. Sometimes I have to go back and add a little, faded it together a little better, blend it a little better. But this is just a simple exercise to help you with your pencil pressure skills. So much of art is just about skills. If you're a creative person, and a lot of you are very creative, that's the hard part. The skills just take time to develop. They're not always easy, but for me, the creative part is the harder part. The skills is just a matter of practice. It's not even that they're always hard. I just have to force myself to practice. So just like that, just with a simple pattern, kind of created this rugged looking texture where it looks like this. It could be sand, it could be some type of waves, could be dirt that's, has dents in it, who knows what that is. But all I did was make some lines and shade it from dark to light on each of those lines, and look at that result. I think it's pretty cool looking. So I can't wait to see you guys. Have fun, enjoy.